Okay, so part one of this invisible stigmata was I was praying one night and I was just in God's presence. And next thing you know, I was receiving all of these involuntary bodily movements. Okay, my chest would jerk, my body would jerk, my hands started to shake uncontrollably. A lot of people that say that they was caught up in the spirit, was in them. They recorded that their bodies was twitching or shaking uncontrollably. Some of them, their heads was doing this, but there wasn't all crazy, because Holy Spirit is quiet. He's not going to make a fool of himself. That's not who he is. He's holy and he knows how to behave himself, which behave sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. Spirit of God came upon me and my arms extended just like this. Okay? They extended like Jesus was on the cross. And what happened next is going to shock you. Okay? So after my arms extended, Jesus came through me. Okay? If anyone that saw in a video on YouTube, there is a priest where the voice of Jesus came through him when he was giving communion. Okay? He had Jesus' voice come through him. It was the same experience for me. Okay? It was a stern, passionate, Middle Eastern, ancient kind of accented, deep voice of a male. Okay? And his voice, came over me. And I was shaking at this point. My body was trembling. My hands were just stayed like this on either side. Okay. And I was sitting in this bed when it happened. It's happened in this bed, believe it or not. Right. And then all of a sudden, he showed me vivid scenes from Passion of the Christ. A lot of us can't watch Passion of the Christ. I'm one of them. I struggle to watch it, especially when they start beating him because they beat him so badly. Okay. He took me to the first scene where he was in a garden. Okay. And he was praying to God that he would remove that cup from him if it be his will. But if it wasn't his will, that he would allow, if it wasn't God's will, but if it wasn't, that God would allow it to pass from him. But if it was, he was just going to go through with it. And I felt the shaking, the immense amount of emotions. I was literally like this, just like Jesus was in a garden. Everything. I saw it vividly. It was strong. It was present. Okay. And his voice was speaking. And he was like, Father, remove this chalice from me if you will it. But nevertheless, not my will, but yours be done. I felt the emotions that Jesus felt in the garden. When he was told no,